watching Srrq and Banana executing him in Super Can still.
Chorizo
Finding the Lord. Chorizo takes one. But take a look at Skylar. He's free hitting. And he will not be able to be taken down just yet. Bigatron now looks for the fallback. Albert still surviving. It's 1-for-1. But again, the Lord will be secured by the red robots.
Srrq there got caught, and RRQ were almost able to capitalize. Luckily, Chorizo, with his extremely important wave clear up top, was able to set up. Let's take a look one more time at what happened. Look at Chorizo, clearing that base turret, giving more pressure and getting the proper flanks. Sure, they do get Srrq, but Clay is wide open. Clay gets taken down, and with that, Skylar has to position himself in a point where he needs to cover for his mid laner instead of fully aggressing. That's why Skylar wasn't able to make a play, similarly to how Nino did yesterday with a Savage.
Oh, and now we're going to take a look at the in-game items here by Adunia Games in the 12th minute of the game. Bigatron Alpha still with a very strong 4,000 gold lead, and it's intense, right? The gold deficit from all sides. And you can see that the itemization is also one item behind and in the mid lane as well.
Just a bit of, advantages here and there, but it will all count in the end with Key popping that conceal. And Moreno, what ultimate is he going to steal? Right now, Chorizo again, he's just utilizing this Paquito so well with the mobility and the wave clear. He's always constantly splitting and making or distracting RRQ in a lot of these split push threats.
Taking a look at the gold difference here by Ube as gold. Like we mentioned, there is a clear split in terms of the gold. But honestly, Srrq right now, he was dealing a lot of damage, but he's quite vulnerable in the back line. Like we saw before, he was taken out, and then Skylar was able to dish out that AoE damage that he was built for. At this point, I don't think Skylar is out of the picture. I think he's already got his integral items as well to dish out the damage. And so Bigatron Alpha, they need to respect that. They can't just go in full in onto Vin anymore because we are getting later on in the minutes of the game.
Here as well, though, look at the Lord advantage, right? 2,193 gold earned, which basically puts them back to where it all started. The thing that really changed is the map pressure, right? The tier 2s have all been taken down, and even the base turret there in the bottom side has been taken quite low. This will all set up for Bigatron Alpha to, again, utilize the split push threat, but this time it will actually be a way bigger threat. If that base turret is that low, even Chorizo can look for a split push that ultimately ends the game. RRQ will have to be even more careful now, and when they're too careful, Vin won't really be able to utilize this Kufra really well, right? He needs to be in a position where he can make those crazy plays happen. If he's thinking about the base while trying to get the picks, it just won't go the way that RQ wants it to.
You're right. We'll see here. Again, the Lord has spawned, so both teams, they're looking at it in bot side. The far lane, Chorizo is winning that lane. That might force Banana to respawn here. And once Banana shows in-map, perhaps Bigatron might pull the trigger. Bigatron now top side, force Clay already popping that flicker. Oh, the suppression comes through as well. The damage is more than enough to take Albert down, the jungler down, so that's a clear, straightforward Lord take. Let's see, what will Bigatron grab more? Vin flickers away, RRQ full, falling back. Bigatron just wins the Lord.
So unfortunate that the one person that gets taken down, I think it should have been Clay, but Clay was able to flicker out, so he committed onto Albert instead. And it's not bad of a pick either. Literally, the retribution was negated from RRQ. Bigatron Alpha once again being able to pick up another Lord as we take a look at the in-game items.
Man, okay, the in-game items here, definitely something to look at. I mean, look at the power spikes already, and even for the side of Srrq, getting that Athena shield, something that Gani mentioned that's going to be very crucial for the later stage of the game as a carry, but I do really want to talk about that XP lane pressure. Chorizo puts it down. RRQ noticed that, but he still sent Banana all alone. They should send more members down below to, cover up that hole, that mistake, or the weakness in their draft. Banana is made to team fight, but when he's forced to use the Bravest Fighter to clear a slow-pushed wave, there is no more that RRQ can do. They should at least send Skylar or maybe even Vin down. No, not Vin. Clay.
See, is this the final push of week 4? Bigatron, a base turret number 1, bot side, taken down. But the Lord seems like taken care of here by the side of RRQ. So Bigatron will relieve off pressure two base turrets standing here, but it seems like Bigatron Alpha, what will now they brew up?
Back to my point, right? Right now, this gives RRQ another chance to come back in the game. Lord, it's going to be in the bottom side now, so luckily for RRQ, they can play through that lane. Thing is, the far lane up top now, like you said, Gani, it is going to be very crucial. RRQ need to utilize the wave clear that Chorizo has been doing so well, has been manipulating so well into the game. Now, for the side of Banana.
Suppression comes through, Immortal popped as well. Banana will be taken down first. Banana squash. Finn now also taken now. Two members already, two frontliners. And take a look at Supercan moving as well. Moreno does not find the connect. It's three-man standing. But let's take a look here. Bigatron, are they going for the end? It's 25 seconds for Banana, 25 seconds as well for Vin. Base mid turret should be the prio. Feather Airstrike to clear the way. Chorizo here holding the minions. And it seems like Bigatron Alpha, they're not able to defend. They're not able to take the base turret. Okay, minions coming in. RRQ, no resources. Afflictor, Divine Judgment onto his Albert. Sakin finding the kill as well. Now two-man standing. Vin and Banana, they're online now. So it's just a base turret take in the mid. Lord now is up, basically.
But Albert is taken down for 30 seconds, which means that they aren't going to be able to contest for the next Lord as well. But RRQ, they're out of their base. Are they looking for a contest? Are they looking for a team fight?
They're looking for a cheeky pick. That's what they're looking for right now, right? I mean, take a look earlier.
But look at the top side.
Exactly. This is the risk that they are willing to take because this is the only play that they can look for right now. Banana, again, will be sent solo up top this time with no Bravest Fighter. So he is pinned down up top, but he's not even going for it. Clay pops in for the airstrike. They do not decide to commit. They decide that they can still actually look for the defense with their high ground control. Now, again, they lack the foresight. RRQ, Albert tried his best to defend the mid lane base turret. That just wasn't worth it at the time. 40 seconds on the Lord, yet he still forced it. And now it's basically a domino effect to a point that it's an enhanced Lord again for Evolved Lord. My bad for the side of Bigatron Alpha. Looking at Sakin this time, he won't be easily picked off. He has to put a Nature and the Athena Shield. And even, yes? And the Athena Shield.
And the Immortal.
And the, oh my god, he sold the boots. I didn't even notice that. So, yeah, he can utilize this so well, and he can actually play it a bit more aggressively. Clay flickering already.
Let's see. Oh, suppression comes through again. Jeez. And this is Bigatron Alpha, potentially their best. Sakin finding the kill. Chorizo popped. Feather Airstrike by the Valentina. Will be taken over. Take a look at Skylar. Dealing a lot of that damage. The base is exposed, but it's not taken down now. RRQ, are they able to defend? No! Bigatron Alpha secures game 3 with Sakin taking the dub as well. And this is Bigatron Alpha finding the revenge. RRQ aren't able to sabotage in leg 2.
RRQ now with a lose streak.
Wow!
They have lost a lot of matches in a row already. And you can feel the emotion on Coach Feel's face. It must be tough. It must be tough. It's a bitter pill to swallow, but this means that Bigatron Alpha, they stay in their playoff run.
Even here, although with the emotions, the whole team, Bigatron Alpha, like you mentioned, the pressure that were on their shoulders when the game started, possibly red zone if they lose. It's a reverse sweep, which took a lot from not just the coaching staff, but the players to be able to execute the draft once again. They finally fixed those